Hey guys, welcome to another Tops episode. Now, if you're wondering why I'm doing this as the first Tops of the year instead of, Fair Game 2017, it's because I made this one first. Deal with it. Also, it doesn't help that, well, I'm going to tell us later on that video, but there's a certain, I'm not sure how to place 3 certain games, but I'll get to that. So, my top 10 favorite Second Stone's characters. Simple as that. I mean, I already did it for Blazing Blade, and who knows if I'll do it for Binding Blade if I decide to play it. So, yeah, nothing more to say. So, before we get going, though, I got 2 honorable mentions, and I'll, just say it right now. Now, first one is or Mir, whatever, this Dragon Girl. Well, mostly because, well, when I actually did use the Dragon Girl, she was completely destructive, and, well, she's pretty cute, as you can probably tell, but she is also pretty powerful. However, the problem with her is that since I don't have a second Sword of Dragonstone, so I don't really get to use her a lot, but when I did get to use her, she was pretty dang powerful. But I do like her little cute demeanor, so I'll give her that points. And the second one I'll mention is Marissa. And, well, she's pretty cool. And Marissa is, well, actually, she's pretty cool, and she's nice looking, and, well, yeah, I think I find her support's pretty decent. However, I already have Joshua for my sword mastering, so I just made her an assassin just to make her more useful. Cause like, the main thief you get in the game, I don't really use much at all, aside from being the thief. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna put Marissa into assassin just so I can, actually use it. I mean, I could have Renak, just he's a rogue, and I could just do whatever lock picking with him. But I decided I have a lot of lock picks. Why not just make her to an assassin and just use that for all my thieving that I needed to do. But she's pretty good as an assassin. I am not saying that she's terrible as an assassin, but she's really good as one, so there you go. Alright, so let's, end that here, and let's go to the list proper. Number 10, Tana! And the reason why she's number 10, not any higher, despite, her being Tana, and she's a pretty important main character, is because, well, I don't really use her that much. I think I mainly use her, like, mid-ish to late game. And then once I, leveled her up, promoted into the Wyvern Knight class, I decided, you know what, I think she's pretty dang good, so I'll just leave it at her as a Wyvern Knight. And the reason I put a Wyvern Knight instead of a Falcon Flyer, or whatever, is that, a Falcon Knight, my bad, is that, well, I don't know, maybe just me and early Fire Emblem, in that I just find, like, Flyers, especially the Pegasus Knight class, kind of not as good, or maybe just I find it too frail for my standards. So if I want to, like, deviate from the Pegasus Knight as possible, then I would probably do that. I mean, I also think that I don't use the Pegasus Knights in Shadow Dragon, and don't use Pegasus Knights that much in Blazing Blade, but in here I will use, well, the Falcon, not the Falcon Knight, the Wyvern Knight, and that's where Tana comes in. Also, doesn't help that she's like a pretty nice support to Cormac, but we'll get to him. Yes, he's on the list. So personality goes, I like her personality, like. She's very upbeat. She's like, she's been captured at one point, but she just left that behind her and just, help out Erica or Ephraim whenever she, shows up. And even though I played Ephraim's route, Tana, like, from what I've read, that she immediately goes to Erica because, besties, and I don't blame her. They're really good besties. And, well, she's pretty good as a unit, and I like her personality, and her appearance is pretty decent. So I'll give us a nice little balance here. Of course, since I don't use her as much as other characters, she's low on the list. Ice Lord Ephraim. Now, okay, so the reason why he's on this list and not any lower, because even though the main characters of Sacred Stones have barely any personalities, which is why Erica is not even close on this list. He's like way in the bottom of the list, like if I were to rank every single character in Sacred Stones. But Ephraim's only here for one reason, right? And that reason is, and I thought Pent was a
pure, unadulterated badass.
But here we got this guy one-upping him in the beginning of the game. Just like, I show up, I lance people to death, bam, poke, done, and just like be on my way with my buddies. Done. Like, he could solo maps if he wanted to. Cause like when you first see him, he could just solo everyone, and that's what, and he has like sort of the personality to do so. He just wants to poke everyone with a stick, and then just whatever. However, what I like Ephraim a lot more than Erica personality-wise is that he actually does something when he wanted to be the ruler of Renee. But since Erica really doesn't care, and Ephraim really wants her, hey, you know what, I'm good at fighting, and you're not as much, so why don't you go rule as you know, the ruler of Renee? And Erica is like, nah, I'm good. I was like, are you serious? Okay, fine, I'll be the king. Okay, as king, I will poke everyone with a stick. I don't know. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave that as my headcanon. But yeah, Ephraim, he just like pokes things with a stick and people just die. So that's Ephraim. I don't got any other personality things, since he just, you know, pokes stuff with a stick. That's his thing. So and even though he promotes pre-Lades, at least he doesn't promote like Leia's Roy from what I've heard. But he's still good before promotion, unlike Roy from what I've heard about Roy. But here we go, that's Ephraim, no big deal, personality-wise, but like he, well, pokes people with a stick and dies. So. Next up, Selena, no not you, this girl. Now, let's put a thing out of the way first, right? She's not recruitable in the main story. However, you can still recruit the bad guys. However, you had to go through like I'll beat the game first, and then go through creature campaign or whatever. But and you get her, and hey, she's cool. Now, the reason why she's on this list is because she's basically Ursula of Sacred Stones. Same class, same main weapon, and more the same opinion I have of Ursula can go to Selena. Except not as much as Ursula. Just leave it at that. Except I really want Selena being heroes. But then again, Ursula's already a thing. But yeah, she wants to help out the bad guys because, you know, loyalty and all. However, the bad guys won't let her have said loyalty, and then she just dies pretty early without having that much screen time, which is kind of a shame. Because I really like to have like her on my main team. However, I decided not to go all out like I did with Ursula to, you know, replace a unit I don't care like Arthur to replace it with Selena. I decided, you know, I'll leave the game as is. But yeah, I do like her. She's nice. More or less similar ideas to Ursula, but I like Ursula more. Mostly because I knew Ursula more. That's it. Next up, Joshua, this guy. I think this guy, his appearance can tell you everything you need to know about him. This guy looks the part of, you know, it's a Myrmidon. He wants to like go things real quick, and he lets it look good doing it. He's more like not a gambler, so to say, but he's like kind of a high risk kind of guy. So, and it kind of fits well the fact he's a Myrmidon, in which like he gets to hit fast, hit hard, but if he gets hit, good luck trying to survive. That's Joshua in a nutshell. And yeah, I kind of like the fact that his personality kind of fits with the kind of style he plays. Well, random autoplay, but yeah, not much more to say. It's like he's a really useful character. However, he's pretty low on the list. Well, low-ish on the list. is that I didn't really use him as soon as I got him. As soon as I got him, I had like other units that I could use that you know, don't need Joshua for. I mean, if I have Seth, why do I need another sword user, right? But Joshua, like when he eventually became like secondary sword user, then he eventually got into his own, and hey, I like it. So, and he's there on my main team, so that's why he's on this list. Six, loot box. So we got the loot box yourself at 6. Now, why is she not like number 1 or number 2? Because, well, she's the best character. She is superior to everyone else. But when you have loot, you don't need anyone else. I get you, okay? Loot is the MLG Pro of Fire Emblem. And while she is the MLG Pro of Fire Emblem, once she's good at one thing, she's not very good at some other stuff. Like, even though she is my main magic user, because, well, my main healer heals stuff more than does damage, but when you got magic, I only need loot, I don't need any other magic user. Well, also they didn't bother, using Arthur. I have loot, I don't need Arthur for. Yeah, anyway, she's cool, she has a cool personality, because, like, she's superior to everyone else, and she is unapologetically, this kind of person. I'll leave it at that. She's unapologetically this kind of person. And you know how, like, Canis from Blazing Blaze, more like a scholar, he's a bookworm, he's the Twilight Sparkle, a Fire Emblem. Well, imagine that, but like if Twilight Sparkle was more, how to say this, boastful about her, her thing. She's like the Rainbow Dash of Fire Emblem. No, it can't be. That's a little like off the wall, but let's say for the time being, let's call Lute the Rainbow Dash of Fire Emblem until I can find a better suited character to fit that role. Now, for the middle of row, number 5, I decided to go for 2 characters, Garcia and Ross, for all of the same reasons. So let's just, start with Garcia. He is a veteran fighter who retired and went into his home and like outskirts, just out there in the village, right? And then beginning of the game, you get to see his village getting raided and destroyed. So he and his son Ross decides, hey, you guys destroyed our hometown, we need to get out of here. But hey, here's some fools over there who decided, hey, don't try to take us on. And then Ross is like, hey, let me fight too, right? Because I'm right here, got my hatchet, and I want to fight too. Garcia's like, I don't know, you're still kind of young for it. But Ross is like, hey, I'm not a kid anymore. I want to live in your footsteps. And then Garcia's like, yeah, well, right, fine, whatever, go for it. And then they go for it, and then they just, immediately it's like, you know what, I think they're cool. And the weird thing is, like, normally, I don't particularly care about the first axe user I get in a party. Like, does Shadow Dragon even have axe users? Maybe, I don't know, and if it does, I never really pay attention to them. And then Blazing Blade has Dorcas, but I didn't really pay attention to him at all. And who cares about that other guy? But for Garcia, I think it's like my only like first axe user I actually cared about. Since I know Awakening has Vake, and I don't like Vake. He's not my least favorite character. I mean, he's not Rhine, but he's like Rhine light. And Fates has who's like the first axe user in Fates? I don't really care. They're all really good. But, both Garcia and Ross, pretty neat. Especially like Garcia's, interactions with Gilliam, because they're both big scruff men, like manly men, and like their conversation did not disappoint, because they're both manly men, and they're pretty cool. And for Ross, I made an A-rank support with Lute, because it just makes sense. Like, you got the Rainbow Dash of Fire Emblem, and then you got like this weak guy who really doesn't even give a darn about, doesn't even, like, not even a blip on her radar, who just wants to be the best because he's not the best, but he wants to be the best because, you know, wants to live in his awesome dad's shoes. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty cool, and I do like using the two, and they both they end up being one of my axe users. So good job, guys. For Diesel, I think that's how you pronounce it, because like that's how you say it in Japanese, Diesel. So okay, so why is he up here? First of all, another manly man. So I like, even though I don't like all the manly men, he is one of the manliest of men in this game. And the reason is because he's Ephraim's teacher. So he's the guy who taught Ephraim how to poke things with a stick and people die off of it. So if you got this guy who, so you got Ephraim, right? Who, you know, can poke things to death. Who do you think that his teacher will be just as well, if not better, at poking things with a stick and then die? Well, then you got Diesel. Again, like with Selena, he's, you know, initially one of the bad guys. However, he has like his little honor system, and with the honor system, he's like he's sort of questioning. Wait a minute, why is my lord acting this strange? And there's no way this makes sense to me. Why are we having this war? It doesn't make any sense. So trying to, you know, try to have peace, or at least have some honor with it, you know, with Ephraim and his crew. So then, you know, decided to join up with Ephraim and his crew because, you know, it just feels like it just makes more sense. And I mean, I'm being bragging a traitor. Might as well just join my old pupil. Am I right? But yeah. Anyway, I guess the cool thing about him is like he starts out as a Great Knight, and this guy destroys the Great Knight. I still think that he's like a lot better than, say, Frederick at being a Great Knight. Mostly because Frederick has like really low growth. But I'll get to why a certain other character versus Frederick. But anyway, this guy wrecks things. I'll just leave it at that. He wrecks things. And and speaking of his class, like at the end of the game, for the heck of it, I met Amelia, which is a trainee unit that can go into armored units that can go to the Great Knight. I made her a Great Knight just to see what it looks like. Because, I mean, yeah, like big pink suits of armor is one thing. How about big pink suits of armor on a pink suit and armor horse? That looks stupid. That looks very stupid, but it's funny. No, I don't. Amelia, she's not on this list at all. But Diesel, he is on this list because like he's a manly man with, you know, with a hero of a heart, and you know he taught Ephraim how to poke things to death. So he's well into my list already. Plus he hits things really hard too. I mean, he's quote unquote known as the obsidian, and you know how obsidian is. It's sharp, it's fragile, and it's black. Except this guy's none of those things. He ain't black, he's red. He's sharp. That's not true. He's sharp, but he ain't fragile. Next at number 3 is the main healer, Mulder, the Boulder himself. Now, why is Mulder the Boulder in this list? Well, he's like a male healer. Immediately that brings up somewhere on this list. Because you know me, because if I were to be a job like a Final Fantasy, it's job class, I would to be a healer, white mage. But this guy, he's already like the first healer you get. And well, look at this dude. I mean, look, the main point on him. Look at this dude's stash. Like, first of all, he's a manly man healer with a good stash. So immediately his looks alone like generates me wanting to use him over better healers. I mean, who the heck is Natasha? I don't know who she is. She's pointless to me. I got Mulder. And I did see like I guess like, you know, meme stuff about him like being like a really awesome dude. doing things he probably shouldn't do, like that one thing in which like he's like went through dimensions to go through the final boss of Blazing Blade, throwing like beer lint off his mustache and then just like throwing a Kamehameha. That is stupid but hilarious. I'll leave it at that. Stupid but hilarious. That's pretty much it, because, you know, he's a manly man healer with a cool stash, and, well, he's mean to death, so there we go. He's like Loot, but more interesting. I'll leave it at that. He's Loot, but more interesting. Now, number 2, I've already mentioned him earlier, is Cormac. Now, why is Cormac here? Because, well, this dude's a beast. He had to ride the beast too. I mean, look at that freaking dragon. But he's a wyvern rider, also wyvern lord, and he's a beast at it. Now I've said before that the main reason why I ended up beating Shadow Dragons because I had 2 wyvern lords, well, wyvern knights they call them, or whatever. And hey, we got this one guy who just, you know, takes his dragon and destroys things. Especially with Tana in the side. Hey, and of course I let them two like support each other, so immediately. So this dude's a beast, and I already mentioned Duzel, and you know I guess he and Duzel knew each other, because you know they had a history with each other. Cool, but I don't really care much about his backstory. I just think he's really cool. I mean he has a cool look. Of course, and well, he fights very well. I got nothing more to say. I can't really say much of this guy hits hard and this guy looks cool that much, so I'll just leave it at that. At number 1, now this one is kind of obvious because for those who know about this game, you already know why he's in this game. Now, this is Seth. Now, what's with Seth? Like, why is he here? Now just imagine this, right? For those who've only played, like, Fates and Awakening, okay, imagine this. Frederick, right, you get him at the beginning of the game, and, like, at the beginning of the game, you could just, like, put him in anywhere, and then people just die, people just run to him and die, right? That's Frederick. Now imagine, like, Xander, right? Like, when you get Xander, you're good for the rest of the game. Well, unless you have, like, a face game with Ryoma in it, in which you get, like, Ryoma beat everyone to death. Like, just put him there and just, like, everyone dies. But Xander's more the same thing. And I've already said that before, that Xander's, like, one of the most reliable characters I've ever had in a Fire Emblem game. Put him together and get Seth. There you go. He is one of the earliest members you can get in the game. He's writing the prologue with Erica. Like, first 2 characters you get in the game, Seth's one of them, and he's the best character in the game. No questions asked. Not even promoted Ephraim is as good as Seth. That's saying a lot. Okay, so we got already the best character you get in the game at the start of the game, and then you got this, and then of course you get the personality similar-ish to Frederick, in which he's like very dedicated in what he does. However, when someone support Erica, he's like kind of shy around, you know, nobles. I mean, like, he's just a regular dude. However, you know, going like in front of, you know, the princess of his nation, and kind of want to ask her out, but he can't really say it. But eventually, things ended to work out for both of them pretty well. Nice. But dude, look at this dude. This dude, you can tell that this guy looks like he would destroy you. But yeah, this dude, the Silver Knight, Seth, top. Look, you're like at the top of my list, and you deserve it, because you wreck stuff, and you're a very important character of the story. Simple as that. So anyway, that's all for this list, so not much more to say, so see you guys later for the next top of the favorite games of 2017, and if I play Binding Blade somehow, sometime 2018, I'll probably do a list similar to this. And I can get, at this point, Shadows of Valencia, so maybe I'll get that too. So anyway, that'll see you guys later.